Hi, I'm Kevin Harrington. I'm an original shark from the hit television show Shark Tank, and with me is Charles O'Rourke, and he is called Mr. Zip Code.
Yeah.
Mr. Zip Code, how you doing? I love it.
Yes, sir.
This is an awesome marketing program,
Yes.
and we're going to talk about it in just 1 second, but I do need to mention that one of the things we're going to talk about to the folks today is that you and I have written a book together,
Yeah.
and it's called Many Paths to Profit, and you've been an entrepreneur for dozens of years. You've
Yes.
had some great hits. You've had a couple that haven't gone as well as you wanted.
Exactly.
We can talk about some of that,
Yes.
but before we get into the book, I want to understand, you've created a hyper local real estate marketing venture,
Yes.
which is Mr. Zip Code.
Yes.
This is because you take a zip code and then brand somebody.
So it started out of
Right.
my own concept.
There-
Early on, I had a great insight to call myself Mr. Middletown because I was running all over Monmouth County. Drove me crazy. I said, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. Plus, I knew my town. I grew up there. I love it, and I can only sell what I love. So I had great insight. I started Mr. Middletown. I went on domainnames.com, bought that domain name, started branding the crap out of myself. The market's changed, my life changed, and all kinds of stuff. Kind of went back towards Charlie O, Homeboy, and I hated it. I just didn't like what I was doing. I was going too wide. I hated the marketing. It didn't feel authentic. So I finally came back, and you know what? I said, best question I ever asked myself is, who's Charlie O'Rourke? And I said, he's Mr. Middletown. And I said, well, what is Mr. Middletown? I said, he's the best fucking realtor in town.
Oh,
You know? And right there, I said, he's the best realtor in town. And then I developed hyperlocal real estate experts.
yeah.
And from there, it led to, well, this is great. I'm creating so much content that I couldn't possibly use myself, all of it. But I'm a creative guy, so it allows me to have that fun moment, you know?
Yeah, sure.
You know, at 2 a.m, come up with cool stuff.
Right.
But I couldn't possibly use all the stuff I was creating. So now I've created a massive IP vault and library so that all of our members can share that intellectual.
So the way
property.
Mr. Zip Code works is
Yes.
if you're in real estate, you're a realtor, you can become the branded
Yes,
realtor
in that
of
town.
a zip code
Yes.
that they're in.
Yes.
And Mr. Zip Code, Mr. Whatever it might be. It's like
Mr. XXXX.
When you
Where you live, whatever you want to.
when I think the old days, Beverly Hills
Yep.
90210, everyone understood what
Yep.
that meant, right? So somebody could be Mr. Zip Code of some of the most popular
Yes.
zip codes out there.
Yeah,
Right?
so our branding is like Mr. Middletown is Mr. Middletown, hyperlocal real estate expert, empowered by Mr. Zip Code.
Gotcha.
So you can be with us, you'll be under our umbrella, but you still run your business, your practice, how you like to.
Yes.
And we don't guideline you or
And
anything
you've
like that.
tied up a lot of this IP already, so it all kind of just
Tremendous
fits.
amount,
You know,
yeah.
when people come to you, you have an opportunity. Is it a partnership or is it like a license?
It's a licensing deal. I don't want to make it too much like that. You have to stick to our rules because I like people that, you know, live their brand,
right?
too, but I want them to have a big brand and then grow their big brand
Fantastic.
under our umbrella. So
Well, listen, Mr. Zip Code's an awesome business. Love it, and we know that you've written this book with me to share entrepreneurial feats and success and paths forward to profit, etc. Maybe if you could share just maybe one tip with anybody out there, that something that might come from your book.
from this chapter,
Yeah.
I think the best way to look at it, even yesterday, my girlfriend said, how's it going to, how do you think it's going to go tomorrow? I said, it's either going to go good, great, or fucking awesome, right? Because I look at it, that's why I spell adversity with AD plus versity, because any failure I've had has led to me being here today.
Yeah.
And if any one of those things went successful one way or the other where I thought they wanted them to go,
Right.
so I think, you know, I have the quote here. It's a great quote.
Yeah.
It's taking the rejection as protection. Looking at rejection as protection. That's why I call it the good, the great, and the awesome, because even when you fail, it's still good.
The good, the great, and the awesome. Yeah, that's keeping a positive mental attitude. That's for sure. So, so you heard it here first. Charles O'Rourke, Mr. Zip Code, and myself have co-written, co-authored this book, and it's awesome. The Many Paths to Profit. You can buy this online at your bookstore, Amazon, and we are co-authors. And let's go out and promote this to all the zip code partners that you got all around the world.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the beautiful part about this book, as I wrote my own book called The Tale of Two Realtors, which tells my whole story.
The Tale of Two Realtors.
Of how I started out smart as Mr. Middletown. I got some uncertainty. The market's changed. My life got crazy. Then I came back to Mr. Middletown, and it tells that story So you can get that at atale2realtors.com, which is my full book, the whole story,
Okay.
which is going to be the launch platform for Mr.
The
Sitko.
Tale of
Atale2realtors.com.
tale of2realtors.com.
Yep.
All right, super. Well, great having you with us, Charles.
My
Take
pleasure.
care.
Yeah,
Good luck.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.